Has this ever happened to you? All I want to do is buy 64 copies of Elden Ring, but it's so expensive. I wish there was a better way. What if I told you that PC gamers could one-stop shop and always get the cheapest price?
Jeepers, mister, you really mean it?
On today's video, we're talking about the sale that never ends, so step right up. Okay, so the intro was a little ridiculous, but honestly I enjoyed it, so hopefully you did too. Before we get into the video, if you like what you see, make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit the thumbs up, and if you want to support monetarily, you can do so below with merch and Patreon links. Alright, let's talk about it. So today we're going to go over a website that takes all the different key sellers, whether they're first party, third party, whatever, and combines them into one place so that you can make sure that you're always getting the best deal for whatever game you want to buy. Doesn't matter what it is. That website is gg.deals. When you first pull up this website, first thing you're going to notice is that the website is actually broken down into 3 different categories. You have new deals, best deals, and my personal favorite, historical lows. If you scroll down on the homepage, you're also going to see things like the most popular games that are selling right now, as well as a bunch of different news articles that involve different game sales that are currently going on. But let's take a look at each of these sections. So first we'll start off with the new deal section. You can see here to the right of every single game that these are all sales that are going on in Fanatical. So you can determine by this that Fanatical is doing a pretty big sale right now. This is a good way to tip you off to these kind of things, as well as just kind of seeing what's available. Maybe you see a game that maybe you forgot about, but now it's on sale and you kind of want to pick it up, or maybe you never knew about the game, but the price is now cheap enough for you to decide you want to give it a shot. This section is really good for those kind of things. Next up, we've got the best deals section. Now these are games that are maybe not historically low as far as prices go, but these are sale prices that you may not see again for a while if you let them pass by. So if there's a game you've been really wanting and you see it in the best deals section, now may be the time to go ahead and bite the bullet on that. Now for this last section, Fugazi once said, "I am a patient boy. I wait, I wait, I wait, I wait." And if you have patience and you're willing to wait, this is the section where you're going to get the best deals. This is the historical low section. This is almost exclusively where I buy my games from. If a game isn't at its historical low, I'm probably not picking it up right now. I have taught myself to kind of overcome the FOMO, and I just pay attention to this screen. If there's something I want, something I'm interested in, if I can't get it for something on the historically low price, it better be like $5 or less, or I'm not even thinking about it at this point. I've got too much to play. I've got too many other games to look at. But this is where I get the bulk of my games, and I've saved hundreds of dollars already in the 5-6 months that I've been using gg.deals. I recently did a Twitch stream where I went through and I calculated the full cost of The Sims 4 and all of its DLC on Steam versus what all of it would cost together on gg.deals if I was buying it from third parties, from places where it's on sale, whatever the cheapest deal is for each DLC. And I think we ended up saving somewhere around $450 to $500, which I'm not buying Sims 4 and all the DLC, but for somebody who is into that, it's cool to see how much money you could save long term. For instance, I made the example for Elden Ring. Buying 64 copies costs about $3,839, but if you were to buy Elden Ring for 64 times on gg.deals, then the price would be $2,597, which would save you, yes I am looking, $1,242. Now you might be thinking, hey, this also is unrealistic. Nobody's buying Elden Ring 64 times. You're right, but try not to be so literal. It is very likely that over the next 5-6 years, you're going to buy a ton of AAA games that are going to be $60, $70 a pop. If you're saving $20 on each one, the savings adds up. Now let's take a look at what it looks like when you actually go to buy a game. So when you pull the screen up, we're going to use Elden Ring for this example as well. You're going to see the official stores that are selling the game. You're going to see the prices for it. It's going to be listed from cheapest to the more expensive, and all the ones that really aren't on sale, it's generally going to hide unless it's just not on sale anywhere. Below that, you're going to see the prices in key shops. This is kind of the elephant in the room that I want to address. DLC down below as well, you can buy that for cheap, but let's talk about the key shops. I already know what you're thinking. Isn't that unethical? Aren't they shady? Blah, blah, blah. The answer is, it's up to you. So I have bought probably 100 keys at this point from key shops. Especially right now, we're going through record high inflation in the United States. So if you're here in the States like I am, save as much money as you can. Use it on things that matter. Spend it on gas, spend it on food, spend it on your family, on your, whatever the case may be. Don't be wasting all that money on video games. Get it for as cheap as you can. If somebody else stole it, is that really your fault? I don't know. It's a gray area, I'll give you that. But I personally don't see anything wrong with it. Again, I've done it a bunch of times. I've only ever had it come back to bite me one time. And here's what that looked like, just in case you're curious. But if you can overlook what you've been told about key resellers, honestly, it's low risk, high reward. This morning, I bought Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion for literally 96 cents. The deals are there. These keys are being sold. Go pick them up. You're going to save an insane amount of money. Tekken 7 and all of its DLC is somewhere in the $100+ range. I got it all for $14 through a key reseller. I'm very much a fan of saving as much money as possible while still buying your games, because hey, we could be out there pirating them, right? But we're putting the money somewhere. I think there's something noble to be said about that. I don't know, just my opinion. And the last thing that I want to show you before we go is the wishlist function that GG.deals has. So first of all, you'll have to create an account, but once you do, if you click the heart at the top right of the homepage, it's going to take you to a wishlist screen that looks like this. Now, mine already shows my wishlist because I already added it, but if you add your Steam wishlist, your Epic wishlist, your Humble wishlist, then everything's going to show up here, and it's actually going to tell you when the games that you're actively looking for are on sale. This is a really nice feature because then you don't have to go and search for every individual game every single week to see if the price has changed or see if it's gone down. It's all in one spot. Honestly, this is what I check on this website more than anything else because these are the games that I know for a fact I want to play. But that's it. That's GG.deals. You have all the information you need. Go out and buy all those games. If you pick up anything nice from the website, make sure to come back, leave a comment, let me know what you got. Or if there's something that maybe you think that I haven't played that I'm not aware of, that you got off the website, let me know about that as well, because I'm always on the hunt for new games. That's going to do it for this video, so like my father used to say to my mother, see you next Tuesday.